What's up, multiverse lovers? I am back with another NBA video, and right now my PlayStation's on. I'm gonna be playing something after this video is done, or actually no, I'm gonna work out. But start working out again because my finger. I could do push up with one finger up. So anyway, enough about that. Let's actually talk about what we're doing. We're talking about the four horsemen of every NBA decade. We're going to 60s to the current era that we are in. So without further ado, let's just get started, and this will be kind of controversial. So y'all can leave some comments down below and tell me who should be in this decade. So yeah, so let's actually get started. Hey mama, welcome to the 60s. Oh. Yes, we're going to be starting off with the 60s because I feel like the 60s are way better, and I also feel like I know more 60s players than, in the 50s. So, starting off in the 60s, we're going to start off with the big O, Oscar Robinson. So, he is a triple-double legend, and to me, he plays that number 4. He's like the fourth one because some of the other ones are kind of more memorable, but still he's one of the best players to have a triple double record in the books, in the record books. And then secondly, we're gonna have Jerry West. Jerry West is a Lakers legend. He is the cornerstone. He is the cornerstone of the Lakers and everything. And with his duo, with his sidekick, or I don't know how we're going to put the sidekick for Jerry West and then sidekick for Will Chamberlain. So he scored 100 points, and he's also connected with Jerry West and the Lakers. And yeah, he is a legend. To me, he is an underrated legend because he is really skilled. Because you can have him on your roster, and you're gonna get more. You're guaranteed to win the championship. And I know he only won 2, but still, he is still a legend. And then we're gonna go to his arch nemesis, which is Bill Russell, with him having 11 championships on the Boston Celtics and still a legend. And he's still, and to me, he is also one of the GOATs. He's probably in the top 10, probably top 10 or top 8. Probably top 8 GOATs, and we're talking about greatest basketball players of all time. Now, I'm not talking about my favorites or not being biased or nothing. So yeah, in the 70s era, now this is where basketball is starting to improve and starting to show out in the NBA. And this is actually, in my opinion, because we started getting more. It started getting more interesting in the 70s. So I actually gotta say that. So we're gonna talk about Wesley Seal. He is to me, he's the only person I can really think of in the 70s era, because he's he's a legend, but I feel no disrespect or nothing, he's kind of a blur, and especially, and it has to do with the Washington team itself, because now we have the Washington Wizards, and then back in the day we had the Washington Bullets. I think that's why. Washington shouldn't have. Washington is a blur in the NBA, in the NBA franchise. And same for the Clippers. They don't have any franchise players. So, because I was just having this conversation with my dad, because while watching Starting Five with my mom and dad, we're talking about not having good franchise players that will be more recognized, I should say. I feel now, since the Clippers just started having more people, we have Kawhi Leonard, Zubac, and James Harden, and Chris Paul too. So yeah, and then we're gonna talk about Walt Frazier. I almost forgot what I was about to say next. Walt Frazier is the face of the New York Knicks franchise, and he is. I do gotta say that because we have Patrick Ewing, we have Carmelo Anthony. Right now we have Jalen Brunson, and I feel none of these are memorable. But right now, I think, or no, I feel like Patrick Ewing deserves that Knicks spot. But the rest I just said, or no, and Carmelo Anthony, but Jalen Brunson. So we're talking about big three Knicks players. We're talking about Walt Frazier. We're talking about Patrick Ewing, and we're also talking about Carmelo Anthony. And then next up is Julius Erving. He is another underrated legend. And to me, here's what's underrated about him. He won a championship, right? Yeah, I think he did. But anyway, Julius Erving hit that out of bounds finger roll. That's tough. And everything. And yeah. And then the face of the 70s is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, we already know his stats. The famous skyhook shot, which is actually taken out of Will Chamberlain's playbook. And then we also have his scoring. He's placed second in all-time scoring. We also have we have him winning a lot of championships with the Lakers and Milwaukee. And yeah, okay, in the 80s, and you are going to see two people in another decade from last time because they are memorable in this era too. And we also have to fill up the spot. And this is another thing, like in my rule from like a year ago when I was doing 4 horsemen of WWE in every era. I can only use 2 people in one era. So you're gonna see 2 people in the 80s. From you're gonna see more people. So if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with Isaiah Thomas. Now we're talking about bad boy Pistons. We're talking about villains. That's Isaiah. And then the second person we're going to talk about is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, he was getting at that time where he was about to retire. And then that's where his partner comes in and starts taking over. And I'm not talking about Larry Bird. Larry Bird is a 3-point legend. He's just incredible. And he's basically like Jokic. Now I feel like Jokic has some who we have like that right now is Jokic. That's what I was trying to say. And because of like his playmaking and his 3-point shots, Larry Bird is a 3-point legend, but Jokic isn't. But he's kind of similar a little bit, right? Am I right or wrong? Because like Dirk is like that too. Was like that too. And where I was talking about Kareem's sidekick or partner, which is Magic Johnson, one of the most skilled players at 6'9", and on the Lakers, is on there. Like, you can't have. Now we're talking about 80s. We're talking about Magic Johnson. We're talking about Bird too. These two had a rivalry, and if you're delusional, to not put them in the 80s era, you are once again delusional. In the 90s and 80s were the times where basketball started to get more popular. It started to get more interesting because of the rivalries and the story and the franchises and everything. Now, 90s is actually one of my favorites. Now let's start off with Reggie Miller. To me, Reggie Miller is an underrated legend too because he has, I think, right. Hold on, let me see. I'm sorry if I'm stuttering because I'm trying to think right now because that's how I started stuttering. Okay, let me think. I think he's placed 6th in most most 3-pointers in his career. So I think probably number 6. Well, career 3-pointers. But I'm sorry. That's how I think because that's how I'm stuttering. I'm also thinking. So. Let's go to the next person. We're going to talk about Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is incredible. I feel like he should be in 2K. Same for Reggie Miller. Now, Charles Barkley is funny. he's funny. He's currently he's funny, and now he's like, he's most known in the '90s era. And that Suns team was actually good. I feel like Charles Barkley should have won a ring too. And then we also have Hakeem Olajuwon, who won a ring with the Rockets, and he's like one of the best centers probably of all time. And his footwork is a chef's kiss. And then, as you can see, as the face of the '90s era, I'm wearing his sweatshirt, and it's Michael Jordan, and that is one of my favorite basketball players of all time. Placed at number 1. Now, as a 15-year-old, I really like Jordan. Like, I would put it now as a 15-year-old, for like someone who's 15, you'll put Kobe or LeBron at number 1. But to me, it's Jordan. Okay, 2000s. All right, so in the 2000s, I can't believe. Here's what I'm about to say. I can't believe I forgot one person that is mostly known in the 2000s. And do you know who that is? Okay, I had Ray Allen in the 4th spot. But after thinking about it, I can't believe I forgot one Allen. And that is Allen Iverson. And he is one of the most impactful basketball players in NBA history. Because he shifted the league. Like, his finishing is really great. Because here's the thing, I think Allen Iverson is way better than Kyrie Irving. Like, Kyrie Irving won a ring, and I feel like, and I think Kyrie Irving has way better ball handling than Allen Iverson. But I'm talking about finishing. Finishing, I have to give it to Allen Iverson because he can dunk. He can give him some tough lays. And then his ball handling is incredible. He can create his shot. And then same for Kyrie Irving. To me, he's more smooth with his ball handling and everything. And then you also have Allen Iverson that's standing at 6 foot, and then he has more defense and everything. But we're gonna talk about that probably in another video. And then we're gonna talk about Tim Duncan. Is placed at number 3 because of his stats and his two-way positioning player. Because like he can play guard and he can play center. Because like his main position is a power forward. And then we're gonna go at number 2, which is Shaq. And to me, Shaq should be at least at number 1, but it's gonna be kind of at the same for his teammate Kobe Bryant. And to me, he is the face of the 2000s era, and I'm sticking with that because Kobe is really great. 2010s. This is actually easy if you really think about it. Now we're going to talk about Kyrie Irving. Once again, once again, to me, Allen Iverson is a better finisher, and he's a better basketball player. Now we have Kyrie Irving as a better ball handler and I don't know, I should say better shooter, right? Yeah, he is a better shooter. But anyway, we have Kyrie Irving winning one championship with LeBron. And then we also have Kevin Durant, who is currently on the Rockets, and I think he is going to be like one of the best players on the Rockets. And he's not going to be the number 1 team. He's not going to be the number 1 person, but he is going to be one of the best players, probably of all time on the Rockets. Like next to like James Harden, next to next to Hakeem and some other players. And then we also have incredible scoring for Kevin Durant. He played for the Warriors with Curry, Clay, Draymond. And then we also have the Suns, Brooklyn. And I'm not going to forget that OKC team up with Russell Westbrook and James Harden. That is an elite team. But now let's just move on and let's talk about Stephen Curry. Steph Curry is one of the greatest shooters of all time. better, and to me, like his condition is off the charts. Like in 2015, you really can't guard Curry. You really can't guard Curry. Like he keeps running and running and running and running, and then you get that shot, bang. And then the face of the face of the 2010s era is LeBron. LeBron won 4 championships. Same for Curry. He won 4 championships with so many people on his side. We have Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, AD, Alex Caruso, Dwight Howard, and now I'm thinking. Listen, here's what I'm gonna say. If LeBron wins this fit, I feel like there is a chance that the Lakers can win a championship this season, and here's the reason why. With Luka, Austin Reeves, DeAndre Ayton is now the center, and then we also have LeBron James going into retirement very soon. If LeBron James wins his 5th ring, I'm gonna say this: LeBron is better than Kobe. I will say that. But if he doesn't win his fifth ring, he's gonna be over. I think Kobe is still gonna be over LeBron. 2020s era. Now this is where we get some controversy. Controversy. Okay, controversy. Now we're gonna start off with. Here's what I'm also gonna say. This is where we're gonna start looking for some new people this year for this era, because LeBron's about to retire, Curry's about to retire, KD's about to retire, Kyrie, I think he got a few years left, but still we're gonna need some new people, and here it is. I got Jason Tatum. Yes, Jason Tatum is in there, and I know, once again, controversy. And as you guys can see, we have Jalen Brunson in the back. Now, I feel like if you can put Jalen Brunson, you can put Jason Tatum, you can put Anthony Edwards, you can put John Morant, you can put anybody in there, and I won't be mad. And I would actually put them in there. But I feel like Jason Tatum won a championship. Same for Jaylen Brown. So it's a competition between these two. And then we also have who else did I have? Oh yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm always trying. I just always call him Giannis or the Greek freak. Defensive Player of the Year, MVP. Won a championship for Milwaukee in like 50 years. The last time they won. But anyway, he is such a great player. He's like Shaq mixed with Wilt Chamberlain, or yeah, he's like that. He's kind of like that, but more of a more skilled player with a person who can shoot threes. And then we also have Luka Doncic. So we have some skill for Luka. We have to me, he's gonna be like the next Curry. To me, because like Stephen Curry can shoot threes. Same for Luka. Luka is an excellent rebounder. Now he's getting into shape and he's playing with the Lakers. I feel like they're gonna win that MVP and they're gonna win that championship. But anyway, like he is a two-way player, and I feel like since he's getting into shape more, and I feel like the Lakers are gonna win that championship. Luka might be the Finals MVP, and he's also a contender to be the season MVP. And then we're going to go to the face of the 2020s era, and we're going to talk about Nikola Jokic. And Nikola Jokic is a triple-double legend. Now, he's doing 30, 20, 20s. Bro, that and hitting half-court shots, that is Hall of Fame worthy. He is Hall of Fame worthy. Like, y'all already know. Because, like, he's one of my favorite players right now. You also have, Anthony Edwards. We also have, like, Luka. And now Zion Williamson is starting to give me some more attraction once again. Same for John Morant. We have so many people on that team for this NBA season. And I'm, like, actually ready. Okay, y'all. That is the end of the video. Sorry if I'm stuttering. Still, it's just when I think I also talk at the same time, so I really have to, stop and think before, stop and think in the middle of the video, and then I can start talking. So, yeah, that's the end. So make sure you guys leave appropriate comments down below. Give this video a like, subscribe to What's Lovers, and then I am thinking of doing another video. It's about having ChatGPT giving me some Q&A. And then another thing. I am sorry that I didn't make a video. That I wasn't making videos. Didn't make a video on Friday because I had school on Friday. I had to go to school on Friday, so I had to take care of that, and then I started making videos on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I hope y'all happy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.